What's up, family? So, I haven't been on social media as much. I've really been engaging with the Father in the secret place, and in that time, I spent a lot of time writing. I've never told anyone, but I do spoken word. I write stuff all the time. That's just kind of my release. So in the period of time that I've taken away from social media, I was writing, and this one piece in particular, I started writing in a really dark headspace. So as I'm writing it, like it had a really dark narrative to it, and very slowly the Spirit starts like redirecting this dark vibe to like demonstrating the healing power of Yeshua, and I thought that was really cool. And I had no intention of sharing this with anyone, and out of nowhere the Spirit was like, put it out there. So I guess we're going to see how it goes. Alrighty. As I stumble before the mirror, I find myself struggling to look at my own reflection. So let's be transparent. Often who I project myself to be is an exaggeration, and it's no surprise that the mask I've created blurred the lines between who I wanted to be and who He created. Regurgitation, vomiting the words of my idols and trying to validate my sin as a minor slip, refusing to take ownership for the wretchedness of my being while claiming to be free and repentant. But do I really know the meaning of those words? Lustful tendencies, constantly reminded by my enemies of the man I used to be, and still plagued by the memories of ghosts that refuse to be left in the past. Salvation. Oh, how I fear hearing those words, "Depart from me, you worker of iniquity, cast to the pits." But how easily I forget the words you meant when you said, "It is finished." Faintly I hear you whisper, "Beloved, look at yourself through my eyes. Believe me when I scream, you were worth it." It's in that moment that I'm reminded of the lashes on His back and the nails that pierced His flesh. It's in that moment that I'm reminded of the blood that was spilt and the King that was killed so that we may live. You see, once before I sought death in ways that were contrary to the death I was destined. At the end of the day, we're all undeserving, unworthy, yet we have the opportunity to receive the gift of Yeshua. To some, being covered in the blood may sound morbid, but the truth of the matter is that when it comes down to it, our personal sentiment is forfeit when placed against the righteousness of the one who adopted us, orphans. Flashback to a young man with a 9mm clenched in his hand with something to prove. Witnessing happy families go on vacations and explorations while my own was dealing with probation and intoxication. Witnessing rich kids and their friends get sent to prestigious schools while friends like mine were ducking bullets and bleeding out from gang-related wounds. You see, I know what it means to be trapped in bondage, held hostage by demons who feed on regret. But there He stands in the midst of my wilderness with a light that shines brighter than the sun, with healing hands extended towards us. Beloved, when you stare in the mirror and hate what you see, remember, He formed you in your mother's womb and paid the price we could never give. He died on that cross so that we could truly live.